We see the double stomp to the head in replay, a move we haven't seen before or since, and then that great neutralizer. I noticed he did not do his taunt he usually does before the neutralizer. He didn't do the thing where he crooks his head. You
No,
know, he
because
wanted
it
to get over
was
with.
he wanted to just put me out of my misery.
Now this is important. They almost talk over it. They almost cut away from it, but he's following you kind of to make sure you're okay,
Yes.
and he pulls you up, and we can pause as
And
soon as
if
we can
you
see them both right here. Yeah, we can pause that. Look at that. Look at that shot. He extends his hand out to you. Why is he doing that?
It's a respect thing. I've just given him the person that he supposedly looked up to. He has given him a battle, and he's thanks for giving me the battle you've just given me.
What is going through your mind? Not on screen, but what the real person. I don't know where that line for you is often blurred, but what are you literally thinking right now in your head as you look at him extend his hand out?
Probably the same as every other day. Oh, just especially after a match. Oh, that went. I'm glad that went well.
It sure did. And how do you feel watching this today in 2022?
I was just happy that it held up, and with the idea that I went in there not knowing that I wasn't up completely anywhere near what I could have been, but wanting to leave a sort of old style European style match with two people who knew how to do it, but also every little detail and that for somebody to go back and watch one day, which I find is what a lot of things are for me. I'm never going to be. I never was. I've heard this term like best bout machine and stuff. That was never my thing. All I was I tried to be the best detail wrestler in the world, and whatever I was given, I'd try to put as much the details about to make things look right or make sure you couldn't see through. Again, the card magic thing, the close-up magic. I wanted to leave that because I couldn't keep up with everybody else. I didn't have the wrestling brains of somebody like Bret Hart. I wasn't as good as him. But as far as detail, I could hold up with anybody. If you break it down into detail of the way things looked, and
It's
that was what all I could do.
I talk about details
So
a lot in teaching music and with these kids that I teach in bands, and a lot of times I say details is just caring. Would you say that the reason that you were good at details because you cared so much about making sure that you didn't just do the bare minimum, you made
I,
sure it was a big
I
picture?
cared so much because the people who taught me cared so much to teach me those skills and the mindset to be able to do that. If you everything about me, it's all about the P. It's not about me. It's about the mostly British wrestlers that took the time to take the time to teach me those things and to give me those mindsets, which
Well,
is Bobby Barron to start with, and then Marty Jones and Pete Roberts and Dave Taylor and Tony Sinclair and especially Terry Rudge and Pete Roberts and then Johnny South and Skull Murphy and um, if I miss anybody, I'm so sorry because there's so many of them. But they were all so good to me and taught me all. And Johnny Saint, because he was my traveling partner every day. And number one on top of the list of everything is Robbie Brookside, because he was the one who helped me put it all together by wrestling him so much. Everything I was getting told, I had so many matches with him that those things became second nature to me. For when I did, that was in my late teens, before I turned 20, when I started wrestling all these heavyweights and being able to keep up with them and then travel the world. So without those people, that's what I care about is the detail. I care about keeping that alive, and hopefully I've passed that on to a few people, or little bits of it at least. That's what I care about.